The next case study I want to talk about is a company called Biznet Solutions. I'm currently head of marketing at Biznet Solutions. The company design performance management software. So they're specifically in the oil and gas industry, and they've got customers like BP and Shell and ConocoPhillips and Repsol and British Gas. If you think of a company like BP, it has 20,000 suppliers around the world. So it's a pretty global company, as you'd imagine, and it's got lots of different suppliers, from oil wells to drilling fluids to pipelines to rigs to aviation to retail. So in terms of maximising its return on its supplier performance, they needed a way to look at that. So traditionally they had used a lot of spreadsheets, and they sent out spreadsheets to all their different suppliers and asked them to fill out scorecards. They had set key performance indicators, and they asked every quarter that each supplier filled out a scorecard in a spreadsheet. They then compiled all these spreadsheets and tried to come up with, are they meeting their targets, are they falling short of their targets? And then when they sat down for a review, they could then negotiate on the back of that. It's a very torturous process, gathering all this information together, as you can imagine. I wouldn't like to be a BP analyst who had the tricky job of pulling spreadsheets together with different currencies, different performance metrics, because everybody defines something differently in the oil and gas industry. There's no standardization. Different countries, different units of measurement. So really the tool is a kind of a web-based tool to optimize all that and to very quickly gather all that information. The problem that they had was they were very successful in getting demos or pilot systems into these companies, but getting approval at a more senior level in terms of budget. It's quite an expensive investment for a company to take this type of system on. They were falling short, so the guy who had to do the work in the spreadsheets absolutely loved it, because that created that took the headache away from him. But he had problems getting sign-off at more of a senior level. So again, only coming in the last few months, we decided to approach it slightly differently and come up with a message that speaks more to the C-level type people. So the chief procurement officer, the chief executive, the chief financial officer. So again, targeting them as well as targeting the guys who were doing all the work. So we came up with a number of different messages. If you think about, let's go back to the issue of pain. What's the pain for a C-level person? I mean, they're not worried about the day-to-day running, and they don't really care if a guy has to stay up all night to gather information. That's what he gets paid for. But at a C-level, whenever they're delivering quarterly results, they're measured in three metrics: profitability, productivity, and social responsibility. And that's not unique in oil and gas. That's pretty much across the board in all organisations around the world. So if you're ticking the box on all three of those, you're keeping your job and you're getting a massive bonus. If you're falling short on those, people want to know why. So with a tool that can help them increase their profitability and their productivity, and at the same time tick a box on corporate responsibility as well, that's going to mean something to them. So develop a series of key performance, client value propositions. And there's a little bit of thought that went into this. We're still at the stage where we're testing things, so we help companies improve their business performance. Our clients outperform, our clients make more money, and we deliver value to you quickly. Those are four of the kind of key value propositions that we develop. Now, all of these are, in some respects, you could say, well, that's just marketing fluff. That's just a kind of a statement. How do you back that up? But in every case, we're able to show examples of customers that we work with. I mean, for example, BP spend 22 million on their supply chain every year. 22 billion on their supply chain every year. In the last 18 months, they've shaved 4 billion off their supply chain. And that's a huge amount. And they've specifically said that's through improved supplier performance. And guess what? Guess whose system BP have? So it's a great endorsement. While they won't stand up and say we use Biznet system, what they can say is that we've improved our supplier performance and we've had a massive increase in productivity and profitability as a result.